He's also said today, David, that the system and he means formation will change on a more permanent level if Semenyo joins, which I think's a lot of people have reacted negatively to that, saying it's a bad look to change because of signing one player. But I don't know about you. I view it as Wilcox spoke about it for 6 months. The manager has said he will change his system at some point. And the last 2 games have already seen a change in that shape. But the problem is we have no one that is natural on the left who attacks and takes people on. So for me, that's why I'm trying not to get sucked in by Fabrizio, because I don't want to get my hopes up. Because I do sit here and think Semenyo on one wing and Mbumo and Ahmad on the other, that dare I say it, we might put a little bit of fear into an opponent with those kind of wings. Forget the midfield for a minute, forget the midfield and the defending, but on the wings, it'll be a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've been asking for him to show more strings to his bow for how long, the manager, and he's finally done it. He's finally stopped his stubbornness, and that's why I'm kind of happy with where we're at. I don't want to just divert this into Man United now, but it was unfortunate on the weekend, right? I thought we played well. Aston Villa are a top team in this league at the moment, and apart from 2 moments from a very good player, Morgan Rogers, who seems to be a shoo-in ahead of Bellingham for England, we played really well, and I thought we deserved more out of that game. But a loss is a loss. We just can't keep losing. But I was happy once again, believe it or not, with the performance. And some people will knock me from that. I think we're heading in the right direction. I hope. But he needs a good result against Newcastle and over the next few games.
You know what I'd say on that point, bro. Yeah, on the Man United point, because you're saying like you think you played well. Yeah. That's basically what you're saying. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah.
That is what I'm saying. Played well for our standards at the moment. Yes.
Yeah. This is the point that I'm just gonna speak about, if that's okay, because I thought that Aston Villa were actually not even that good, and they still beat you. I think that your standards, I think you know this because you just kind of said it, but I think your standards are so low. Yeah, so low that when you don't get slapped up, you think you've played well. I don't think you played well. The amount of times I've heard Man United fans this year say, "Oh, we played well," and I watched the game and I'm like, you didn't play well, bro. You didn't play well.
Let me explain it to you. If you let me explain it to you, this won't take very long. So please be patient with me, along with the chat. Yeah, good. Ruben Amorim took over, right, and we had no manager bounce at all. He was shocking. He took us to a 15th place finish and lost in the Europa League final to Ange Postecoglou's Spurs. Safe to say, I came on this platform and said, I cannot stand this manager. I do not want him in this club. We should part ways with him now. Those were my exact words. Aaron was here when I started here early days, and he knows my view on it. Terry, KJ, he's gone now. So, I mean, he'll catch it when he comes back. We're telling me to be patient, and that maybe when he gets a few more better players, better personnel, things will improve. I couldn't see it personally. The season started, we lost to Arsenal right away. People celebrating our performance after a loss against Arsenal. I did not celebrate it. I said a loss is a loss. We can't celebrate this. I got nothing but stick. But stick with me. I'm almost there, I promise, yeah? The start of the season, we couldn't win 2 games in a row to save our life. We were absolutely shocking. So I think I was within my rights to be quite negative and hammer him out. I'd say so. We then fast forward to recent times where we won 3 games in a row. We beat bogey teams such as Brighton. We beat Liverpool. I know they haven't been in a great place. We got 2 draws against Forest and Tottenham, which I'd argue we could have won, right? Things have improved. We cannot deny that. We look better. So in turn, I've only listened to what other fans have told me early on when I said that I wanted this man out, to be patient, things will get better. Things have got better. We look better. Rival fans will say that. The chat will say that. So now all of a sudden, I'm like, give this man till the end of the season. Let's see how things progress. I'm happy with our attacking football. Of course, our midfield problem's still there. It's been there for over a decade, and our defending is shocking. I feel like things have definitely improved, and that's why, not my flip-flop, that's why my turn of how I feel about this manager and this team has changed. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? How many games have you won in the last 8 matches?
Well, but we've only lost 2 in 11, and I believe we've won about 2.
I ask you a question.
We've won about. Here we go.
How many games in the last 8 matches?
We've won 2.
Okay,
but we've lost.
So,
we've lost 2 in 11.
Brilliant.
Which is a
so,
big,
ladies and
big,
gentlemen,
big improvement.
ladies and gentlemen of the chat, David just spoke for 5 minutes telling us how good Man United are now, how improved they are. And the answer to the question was they've won 2 games in 8.
Yeah. We were losing to Grimsby, LB.
And draws.
We were losing to Grimsby. Yeah. We were losing every game we played, LB. So for us, this is a huge improvement. Listen, I'm glad you're on your high horse and, you've been fantastic with your manager. We'll see how things change when that manager leaves and when certain charges finally arrive.
Well, I certainly won't be sitting here on this channel saying we're playing mint and saying we've improved when we've won 2 games in 8. So
I think we have, and I'm behind what's currently happening.
If you've improved so much, why have you won 2 games in 8?
Why have we lost 2 in 11?
Yeah, but you have to win football matches, right?
Yeah. I agree.
You can go in a boxing ring and run away
from
the guy who's punching shots at you, yeah? You've got to actually try and knock him out. Why are you not winning matches?
LB, we were getting knocked out every time we played football. We were going to be fighting relegation the way things were going. Now, finally, I'm thinking, do you know what? He might not get us relegated.
But
and this is the reality of where we're at.
Bro,
I hear what I'm saying. I hear what I'm saying, but
you're glazing, not getting relegated, bro.
Squiglets back out.
This is what
we have improved. Can you answer me a question, LB? Answer me a question. Have we improved as of late? The results ain't great when we talk about Manchester United and results.
8 matches.
So losing to Grimsby and couldn't get back-to-back wins. So our 3 back-to-back wins, not losing twice in 11 games. That's not an improvement to where we were.
Nah, you got to win football matches. You've won 2 in 8.
Yeah. You're talking from your standards of where you're at in the league. Manchester United are not there.
Manchester United football.
I understand that, bro. I understand that.
When you've won 2 games in 8.
Mate, I understand that. But this manager's not getting sacked, right? And as long as he gets top 10, he's not getting sacked, right? And this is the process we're in. We have to support it. We have to get behind it. We have to be a fan. Is the jury out for this manager? Has he shown enough?
Yeah, but you can be a fan and support the team and still say, like, it's fucking shit. Like, you don't have to just sit here and be
I've come on here and said that a multiple million times when it was fucking shit. And all I got was, you're too negative. I was being introduced here as Negative Dave, right? Now, things have improved.
We called you Menopause Dave.
Menopause Dave, Emotional Dave, the list goes on. Now I think we've improved.
Don't change for other people,
playing better football. No, hold on, Aaron. I'm not changing for other people. I spent 5 minutes explaining why I've changed. Let me ask you this, Aaron. Do you think Man United have improved?
On a technical level, I mean, when you're looking there, I mean, I guess, but like that's not really. If we was talking about Arsenal and we're in the same position as you, I'd be fuming. Like, I wouldn't be happy at all. I guess technically they've improved because they're over a span of 11 games. Maybe they've got slightly more points than they did the previous 11. However, I also do get the point that LB saying, and it would be the point that I'd be coming from is, dude, you're Manchester United, man. What you've been doing in the last 11 games, the 11 before that, 22 before that, the 44 before that, is absolute shit.
Aaron, they were that
what
bad,
I'm used to seeing from Manchester United.
They were that bad in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, bro, like, what
that's the point.
Technical.
That's the point.
It's just a technical improvement. I'd be fuming.
Listen, I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving what I'm hearing from David. This is hilarious, but I don't get this whole, we're mega. We've mad improved.
I don't say we're mega. For goodness sake.
You're sitting here and you're like, we've improved and that. When you've won 2 games in 8 matches.
Our performances have improved and we are still crap. I totally agree. No one's saying here we're excellent. You're here using words like mega and all this. I've not used them words. They're your words.
What
I'm saying is we've recently improved, right? Yeah. I've seen attacking football that I've not seen under this manager. Right. Yeah. We finally won 3 games in a row, which is a huge achievement for us. Right. And look, this is where I'm at. Let's see where the journey takes us until the end of the season.
Do you know if you go on Transfer March and bring up the list of every single Manchester United manager ever since the club was founded, there's only one manager on that list who has a picture who's got a worse points per game than your manager, Amorim.
Got a picture.
Yeah, I understand.
There's a guy called Frank O'Farrell, yeah? Frank O'Farrell, born in 1927. He's the only other manager on the list that has a picture. Every other manager that's worse than him at Man United were born, in the 1800s.
You're correct. He's not been great. But what's the alternative? Go around in circles. Last week you said Villa's going to absolutely smash you. And now you come here this week and realise we weren't smashed. So you're saying Villa weren't that great.
But they weren't that great.
You know, you got to give some credit to the fact that Man United played well enough against a Villa team to put in a good performance. They did still beat us, deservedly so. 2 great goals. Bruno had a massive impact coming off. Anyone that loses Bruno will suffer from that. I think Man United have improved. I'm actually looking forward to games a little bit more now because I feel like we attack more, we create more chances. Let's see where this lands. I agree, results need to massively improve, otherwise he will run out of time.
Do you know what? Can I add this as well? Yeah, maybe it's because I'm not emotionally attached to Manchester United, as obviously as a Manchester United fan would be, like you, Dave, like you tell, and all the Man United fans in the chat. Outside looking in, because I haven't got that attachment, I'm just looking as a whole at Manchester United, and it is a shower of shit, really, isn't it? Like, granted, you'll probably see these minor little improvements that I'm not looking for. 1, because I don't care, and 2, because I find the other side of it quite funny. But ultimately, outside looking in, it's nowhere near good enough. And if I was to be consistent in how I portray a massive giant club like Manchester United and do the same thing for my club, I would be fuming. So I've got to hold the same sort of energy for that. It's nowhere near good enough.
What I find interesting about listening to David is I don't disagree with everything he says. There are some elements where I think our attacking football, my view is this. I don't think we are performing well. I think we're attacking better. Defensively, we're a shambles, and I look at both. But what I find interesting with what David's saying is the 2 different extremities I've seen from him this season, where I haven't changed my stance all season. I haven't changed my stance. All season I have not got. I've had a few moments where I've ranted at bad results, but I haven't overreacted when we've lost, and I haven't overreacted when we've won games. So when we won 3 on the bounce and looked quite good in those games, I praised those games, but said, come on, do more of it. When we've lost quite a lot of our games this season, I've criticized the bits that were bad, said these bits were good, and asked for things to improve. What I've seen from yourself is someone like yourself at the beginning of the season going at me for if, buts, and maybes, going at me for praising the positive parts of losses, having a go at me when I was happy when we beat Chelsea, to the complete and opposite U-turn from you now, where it's I'm seeing better attacking football, and that's enough for me to get behind what Ruben Amorim is doing and give him until the end of the season, where prior to that you wanted him sacked, where my mind hasn't changed. I feel he hasn't done enough to warrant keeping his job. I don't side with the outers per se, because I don't like a lot of the nasty things they say, so I won't put myself in with them. I have seen some areas improve. We have got more points at this stage of the season than last year. If we win our next 2 matches, I think we're actually 8 or 9 points better off than last season. But equally, I'm not jumping for joy because I don't see very much light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm not sitting here thinking, oh my God, I really think this is going to click into gear. I'm not saying, by the way, it's not wrong that you've changed your mind. No one's saying you shouldn't change your mind. I just personally enjoy listening to it from someone that was literally sitting on all the shows where we won games or had good moments going, I can't believe, Terry, you're sitting here and you're happy with a loss. And I said, I'm not happy with a loss. I was happy with the way we attacked in the game and actually the way we defended for large parts. And I want that replicated more and more, because I think if we keep replicating good defending and good attacking, we'll win more football matches. I'm just slightly staggered that in the space of 13 games, you've gone from not thinking about football in that way to having a complete lobotomy on the subject. That is what I find entertaining about it, that your growth and your change in footballing view in 13
what
games.
I don't understand,
night and day.
What I don't understand, why I don't understand is how you don't understand why I've changed. I spent 5 minutes explaining it. Maybe you weren't here. When this manager took over, he was shocking. Guided us
Tell
to
him, Dave.
15th. A loss to Spurs in the final. It was shocking. Start of the season, shocking. Took him a year to get back-to-back wins, right? I've said all of this multiple times. All you've ever said to me is give this man time. We can't go around in circles. We can't just keep hiring new managers. I would then respond, listen, he's not good enough. However, I'm glad you said for me to be patient. I'm glad you said for me to wait and see how things go, because it has improved. I don't understand how someone can go from positive about Amorim and how things are going to now be negative. And that's what's happened with you.
So no,
because
so
maybe
no,
others
no,
have,
it's not.
have
It's
that
not
is
what's
happened with
happened.
you.
No, it isn't. It's a bit like in politics. A lot of people have said this in politics in the last few years. They haven't changed their stance on most topics. It's just that both other sides of the aisle, left and right, have become far more extreme. So to both opposite ends of that spectrum, you look like you're either far left or far right. That's all that's happened. You've gone from one extreme.
My friend, you've been calling Amorim a mug the last few days.
He has been a mug at
If
times.
you support the man, why are you calling the man a mug? You're Amorim out now.
No, that's
what
bullshit.
it is, mate. Yeah?
I'm not an Amorim out person. The problem is with you is you've gone from one extreme to the other. So the people in the middle always look extreme to you because you've gone from one side to the other.
Yeah.
From my point of view, Amorim has done things. I've called him a mug. Do you know why I call him a mug? Because this is why. And I'll
because
explain
of Kobe Mainu.
No, it's nothing directly to do with Kobe Mainu. I'm not a one. I'm never in any walk of my life. I'm not a one policy, one issue person. That's for the lame brains and the dickheads. My issue is this: I have seen changes in the last couple of games that encourage me, and I've praised them. But my frustration is when we had the 8 players we had missing this weekend through injury, suspension, and AFCON. I'm sitting there and saying this is where he was a mug. Is that had he have been less stubborn and made those changes earlier in the season and maybe last year, we would have won more football matches, which is my motivation, Man United being better. So I can back someone, I'm talking generally here, not just Amorim, while still criticizing them because I've got a grown-up adult brain. Criticizing somebody doesn't mean you think they're a prick, they've got to be sacked, to lose their job, they're a dickhead. I challenge you on things. I like you as a person. Doesn't mean I won't challenge you on things. I'm not scared to hurt your feelings because I like you.
I've got no problems. I've got no problems with you challenging me.
I like what he said. And I'll reiterate it again. I don't have an issue with you changing your mind or your stance. What I said I'm fascinated with, it's one of the reasons I like fan content, is your U-turn. It's like a lobotomy's happened. It's like you ever watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest before and after the electric shock treatment? It's like that. It's like it's a new man. It's a new man. I'm liking it. I am liking it. Let's go to some of these super chats here that have come in during this conversation. Quite a few, actually. United just not down to performance. The club needs to be run better throughout. Arsenal have given you a free blueprint. You're still ignoring it. Well, David, you don't think Man United are ignoring that blueprint, do you?
No, sorry, I completely missed that. United just not down to performance. The club needs to run better throughout. AFC have given you the free. Well, I think Ineos, this is the point I made a few shows back, right? I think Ineos are following that Arteta blueprint where just be patient with the man and he'll come good. My worry is Arteta yet hasn't come good. So I'm not sure what blueprint we are following. But our owners have used Arteta as an example in more than once. So I believe that's the way they're going with it. Yes, I agree.